Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about One UI 8 and some of the features that are worth trying. And a lot of these features are really updated features that Samsung has had in the economy for a while. And this first feature actually is a feature that Google adopted as well. And this first feature is the quick share option. And so upon jumping in here to our Galaxy devices, if we swipe down, I pretty much already have it pulled up, but you can access quick share from your quick toggles menu up here at the top if you have it within your pane down here below. Now, for one, I can expand it, but as you guys can see, this is what I have right here. So if I press and hold on, it's going to automatically pop you into the quick share settings. Great way to access quick share. At the top that you saw me scroll by, that's for your accounts when sharing with Galaxy devices and with non-Galaxy devices. But what I want you to pay attention to here is the new feature that came with One UI 8, and that is allow sharing over the internet. A big time feature when sharing files, photos, videos to other devices. You don't want to be strapped to Wi-Fi. So having this over the internet feature allows you to step away from that device after initiating the share, and it will still send via the internet, or in other words, your mobile connection. Now, what else is nice about this quick share? Well, they've also updated the menu when selecting items and accessing quick share. So let's say this is my Twitter folder. This is where all my wallpapers come from. Twitter. If you want to check any of these out, of course, I do a lot of reposts and retweets on my Twitter account. The link is in the description box below. Let's say I want to send a few of these pictures, right? I want to send these 3. Well, guess what? If I hit the share button at the bottom, I can share via quick share. And once I click on that, this is where it gets interesting, right? You can set time limits and prevent recipients from resharing. So you could do private sharing if you wanted to as well. You access that over here via these options right here. You can share via a QR code or link, so you can share with nearby devices in that way. But you notice the menu has changed to some degree, including sharing the contacts. But down here at the bottom, you can send and you can also receive. Now, the nice part about this is you don't have to be in this page to share and receive files via quick share. You can be on your home screen. You could be doing whatever you're doing on the internet, in a social media app, in an app in general, and it will still engage in being able to send and receive files via quick share once the quick share is initiated. So that's what's nice about this as well, is that we get an updated page, updated look for quick share for our Galaxy and other Android devices. The next feature I wanted to talk about was the phone app and how this was updated to allow us to have more control and or easier access to our call recording and all of those abilities within the phone app. So if we come in here to the phone app, we go into settings right here. It's going to bring up settings, and as you guys can see, you have text call, which is part of your call assist, right, with Galaxy AI. I have this turned on. This allows you to answer calls without saying a word. Now, this has always been here, but this has been more or less refined via the One UI 8 update. I also think this option is pretty cool, even though I don't use it. You can say play other person's voice, and this is hear what the other person says during a text call in addition to showing it on the screen. So that's also pretty nice. Maybe if you're in a call that you can't actually talk on, but you can text in, this will allow you to be able to still hear them while still seeing what they're saying. So I like that feature there. You also have live translate, which really went live with One UI 7, but this allows you to actually have a conversation with different languages via the phone, and it will actually transcribe in real time and translate rather the language that you're listening to still be able to have a rather fluent conversation. The other thing is record calls. Now, what's nice about this record call feature is you can also get the transcript of the recorded call, which is nice. You also have recorded calls, which I don't have any right now. But what's also nice is with the recorded calls, if you come into your contacts, your contacts, your recents, if you have a history of calling and talking with somebody, the point is, CarMax, dealing with my car. So let's say I come in here, it will actually show the history of the phone calls and recorded calls with this person. All I gotta do is click on this option here, and you'll see right there, you're gonna get a whole list of options here. So that way you can also see the activity between you and that individual. So shout out to Samsung for that. It came in handy, especially with my car being in an accident recently, but also being fixed. Thank you for that. Now, what else is in phone calls? I think I already pretty much captured it, but the real-time text also got updated in here, which is also nice. Um, real-time text down here. So if you click on this, your call button could be your volume. Let's see, visible during calls, meaning at any point you can turn this on, which is nice. And then you have your keyboard that you would use as well. But in other words, it's an alternative external TTY device. You can use RTT to communicate via text with while on a voice call. This kind of goes in hand with the text call feature, if you will, but nonetheless updated with various new features right here. So if you ever need to use those, or you do use those when it comes to your phone calls, definitely check that out for the new available features for your Samsung Galaxy device. Another feature that was updated with One UI 8, it's kind of still phone app related, but it's within context, and it is your profile card. So if you actually come in here, I come over here to contacts and I select on me, and I'm gonna have to probably blur some stuff out here or cut it real quick. Well, once I'm here to me, that's what I'm using for my contact card right there. If you guys can see that right there. As you see the option right here, profile card and picture, it's shared. It's currently being shared. If I click on it, now I could come in here and actually edit this a little bit more. So you can share your profile card and picture if you wanted to. I can share it with everyone. Refresh contact list. I don't have to do that as of right now. And then my phone number as well, which would be shared. But you can actually come in here and edit this by clicking on your picture right there, and now I have the option to change this right here and change this right here. So at any point if I wanted to, I could do that. Right now I'm relatively fine keeping it the way I have it, but if I wanted to, all I have to do is click on the icon, and you notice you can have two different icons as well. So I could select here, or I could select from the gallery. So let's say I wanted to select from my gallery, and then I wanted to select a more recent picture of me. Let's see, I could do something maybe more realistic this time. Since your boy just got the haircut, shabam. Let's choose this one for me. Boom. It's kind of my more my recent look anyway. So there I have that, and then all I have to do is hit save, and then if I wanted to keep dancing, I could keep that, or what I could do is I could still edit it. And then all I do is click on it, click on the edit feature, and then I can actually change the image if I wanted to. So if I wanted to, and then click in here again, I could go to gallery, I could do colors. Let's say I wanted to do something a little more realistic. I do recents again, maybe this more mosaic look I had for myself. I could choose that. Boom, just like that. And then I could, I guess the wording, can you change the color? Is it automatic? If I want, I can embolden it so that way you can see it. It'd be nice if you could move it, but I guess you can't. So there you go. With that right there, I could change the type of font that I'm using for it as well. And I hit done. Now it's saved. That's what I got going on. Now I don't like the fact that it changed that. When, you know what? I got a better idea. Wow, just like that. I think that looks good. I hit done. I wish it would allow you. Oh, there we go. Allow. Also use as profile picture. So if I didn't want to do that, I wouldn't have to do that. I could have two separate ones. But in this case, I don't mind doing it that way. And you could do Portrait Studio to do additional edits. You could, affect the text if you want. You can put an effect on it. You can also change image. Now by effects, this is what you can do with the effects. You can essentially add a blur, which blurs the background, which is very clean actually. I didn't even, oh yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna do the blur. I'm done there. Portrait Studio is where you can add the different effects if you wanted to. So if I wanted to do a 3D and I wanted to generate to see what that looks like, what do I look like as a 3D figure? And it's almost there. I mean, so that's what I'm gonna do right there. I'm gonna hit done, and now that's my new look for everything. And so that's how you can change your profile card, and it's more easy to do. So that's also good to see that you're able to do that with the profile card. The fourth feature that Samsung tweaked, that I don't think they really tweaked that much, but I guess there has been some level of adjustments to it, is the battery protection option. So if you come into settings, scroll on down here, you can get there via two ways: the device care, or just go straight into battery itself. So we go on the battery itself, you jump in here, you click on battery protection, and I believe the maximum is what was adjusted. Charging will stop at a level you set. The lower the level, the more you can extend the battery's lifespan. Now, adaptive protection's always been there, and I've always had basic. Now, I think actually they actually retweaked the design. There used to be a middle ground, which I believe was the adaptive protection. Now they've limited it to two, which is basic and maximum. So actually, I believe this is the update to battery protection. I choose basic because I don't need my phone shut down like that on me. But those who need extreme protection for their batteries, you can do maximum. You can also jump it on the maximum manually by coming in here to do it, or you can use modes and routines to do some battery adjusting automatically. If you hit certain levels and whatnot, then you can actually activate certain features such as the maximum protection if you wanted to. And by modes and features is right here. Once you click on it, you can come in here and do something like creating like a new maybe potential battery mode, or click on routines and you can actually create a battery mode. See, I have a save battery night routine. So you can come in here and actually do like extreme battery saver, routine, where once you hit a specific threshold, certain actions take place automatically. You can come in here in routines and set that up for you, so you don't always have to jump into the screen yourself and do that. It's right there, being able to be done with no problems. And the last feature I think you should try if you haven't already, which actually got me to use it more, is the new multi-window formatting. So multi-window now allows you to allow one app to use most of the screen without completely getting rid of the other app. So let's say I want to multi-screen with the Play Store. I swipe over and I want a multi-window with my files. Now what you can do is take the drag and you can drag it all the way down. So now it's still active, but it's out the way. Maybe you need to utilize this app more first. Then you could take this, drag it to meet in a different area, so that way you can access the other app if you needed to. Or if you want to do it with the other app, you could do it that way as well, where you can adjust the other app, push it out of the way, so you can adjust and play around with the other app that you have multi-window, stacked, if you will. And so you have this ability here to play around with either one, and you can click on them as well. So as you guys can see there, you can, if I need to jump to the other app, I can. Boom. If I need to jump to the other app, I can. So you don't always have to drag it. You can just tap on it and it will adjust. And then you'll feel the vibration, allow you to readjust it. And by the way, if you didn't want to, you can always jump into settings for your multi-window, which technically, oh no, I think it is within the settings, but you can remove the blur if you wanted to. I like the blur. It's not a big deal, but I do like the blur. And don't forget, by hitting this, you can actually swap the apps if you wanted to as well. And then you can also favorite the app combo, so that way you can actually save it to your Edge panel. And then whenever you come to your Edge panel, you can click on that app duo and it'll automatically run for you. And then all you gotta do is swipe when closed and you're good to go. So those are 5 features worth trying with One UI 8. I believe One UI 8 was just a nice kind of cleanup for One UI 7, but I also think it was more of a One UI 7.5 type of update and not a full-fledged large software update. So interesting to see Samsung with that direction, but hopefully with One UI 8.5, which based on some of the previews I've been able to see, One UI 8.5 should have been One UI 8 because it seems different enough to be considered a large full-scale update. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have tried any of these before, or you guys are going to be interested in trying them now. The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It's all free. That way you know it's our video, so you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super things button down there by the like and dislike button, Cash App, PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's where to keep fresh and tech. Yep. That's where to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. Micah signing out until the next video. Wait for it.